buff to that extra damage mitigation now. What's it up to? Is it like 7 or it's 25%, and then you've got the damage talent also at level 10, which I don't think people take still. People will still probably take the mana regen, but
yeah, he's probably gonna take mana regen talents because he's playing against Dragon Knight is mana dependent hero, and he's playing against Phantom Lancer, the Fusel Blade carrier, so he wants to have some kind of a mana.
But at the same time, if you have more mana regen, that means you're taking more damage from Diffusal Blade.
Yes, but not when you're a Dragon Knight with all that armor.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, but if you do, I've been sort of thinking about, like, all right, is 50% damage reduction enough? Like, how much damage reduction do you need to get from DK to make that talent worth it? So, like, need to be 75%? Is that balanced? Like,
I would pick that talent if you're playing against, like, a Drow Ranger lineup. Let's say 2/3 cores that rely on like physical damage.
Plus Avenge or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be cool.
I do like the complexity of put 343 on the Nyx and Z-Freak on the Prophet. I said that I preferred the Prophet 5, but I think the way that the game is shifting nowadays is having your supports actually share farm and not having a hard position 6 or like position 7 that 343 usually played.
Right.
So this way around, both of them can get some items.
Well,
if things go well.
Yeah, that's assuming you can get to that GPM talent, which you will, I'm sure. He'll get there. So looks like a little bit of the battle here early on. It's going to be the Nature's Prophet in lane with Cuckoo and the Rubik, while down bottom 343 is going to match up against AU on the Bane. And of course, the probably boring matchup in the mid lane of the Farm Fiesta between Limp and Armel.
Dragon Knight does not lose that matchup. Lina will try to harass him as much as possible, but with Breathe Fire, he secures not the range creep this way because he used it before to mitigate some of the harassment damage early on. He just needs level. On level 3, you get 2 points in Dragon Blood, 8 extra HP per second. I'm not sure if he's going to go for Soul Ring this game. It also gives you tankiness. Soul Ring, one of the best items you can get on Dragon Knight, so much value out of it.
Man, how good is Limp actually? He's doing a lot of harassment there onto that DK before he gets the passive.
It's one of those things that he needs to do.
Yeah.
It's a requirement. Oh, Dragon Tail level 2.
Talking about misclick.
I mean, is there any reason at all to take Dragon Tail there?
No, he definitely misclicked.
Wow, that hurts a lot.
So he can't get a solo kill on Limp. And no one's going to be rotating. Exactly, yeah.
Dang, that changes things for a while too, because you need more points in that to be able to just like trade hits consistently, and Limp is just going to lay into him.
Limp will have clicked him. He'll see that there's no buff, there's no passive there for the DK.
Wow, jeez, that really hurts. Level 3 already.
That's a disaster.
We talked about like this normally being a boring matchup, and when a matchup that's supposed to go even, I mean, if you're able to zone him out like this, ugh.
Man, how to lose a lane with one single mistake.
Well, top lane. Looks like Cuckoo is scrapping away, barely getting out of there.
He can TP, he's fine.
Whoa.
He's got that tango regen going. It's going to take like 4 hits for Z-Freak to kill him.
The Devour stuff too, yeah, 13.
Is he not going to TP?
Well, he's going for the TP now. The punch is coming, not enough.
Tims will get a lot of levels from this. Doom will need to go back to the lane, does not have Boots of Speed. Nyx Assassin with the double damage on bottom lane, just trying to trade hits, even though he's only level 1.
Yep. Well, we did talk about the sort of struggle with this, and another stun hitting. Man, Limp. There's a reason this guy is so high up on the leaderboards. That's another salve used for Armel. So, I mean, that's the thing, is that even though the CS, it doesn't look that terrible as Asleep comes out there. 3-4-3, does he end up going down? One more punch. They draw first blood there. And now Death also in a little bit of trouble. They try and bring him down as well. We'll have another plasma field in 4 seconds, but Death gets out. But
Brew only has 1 CS, by the way. 1 last hit, 1 deny.
None.
Yeah, that's true, Lacoste. That is true.
When you're playing against safe lane Razor, 2 melees against this Razor who has a lot of space to work with. Usually we see Razors on a mid lane and the towers are getting closer to each other. every single patch, so there's not enough
But when you're playing
room
that
to play with.
When you're playing that bot lane, though,
Yeah,
with
this is
two melee,
huge.
but you should be able to pull the creep wave. You know, Nyx drags the wave back. They've done it once at least, but they've not been dragging it back to the tower. It must be AU that's just doing an exceptional job at closing, like doing this exactly right here.
And the Nyx realizes something needs to be done. Tries to pull the creep wave, but gets slapped by Bane.
And then he tries to connect this one. It is going to be a stacked up round. Bottom lane, or top lane rather, Z-Freak is still just sort of trying to square off there a little bit and mess with the pulls that TNC are trying to do as well. But they have that good ward there to spot all the movements that TNC is making, and instead it's going to be Z-Freak who gets that pull off, and we'll see if coCo can connect his. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. And mid lane matchup, looking for another stun. They have it in 2 seconds, but Limp not going to find anybody. Still 3 points in the Dragon Slave. Armel needs to be careful.
Yeah, I was just thinking, Limp has that salve. If he wanted to dive tower, if Armel, you know, oversteps even just a little bit.
Oh, the TP rotation in, and they find him.
Nyx is there as well.
I'm surprised that Limp didn't play more aggressive. He could have gotten the solo kill, had the extra movement speed, 30 more because of the Fiery Soul. Could just chase him down and use Dragon Slave plus 1 more hit.
It's better for team morale if you get people involved, you know?
You
Nyx
don't want to
Nature's
share
Prophet.
that XP, Gary, and
This
the
is
gold was
communism.
stolen from him.
Oh. Bounty runes, though, go the way of TNC, with 343 picking up one of them.
Limp is running a welfare state, and it's fine.
Well, Gabby tries to get some damage steal there from Death as well. 343 interrupts with the Impale. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm with you. I would have taken the solo kill for sure. Salve in the back out. TNC a little bit ahead in spite of the mid lane not going perfectly well with that kill.
He recovered. Even though with 1 death and bad start that he had, he's still only 7 CS behind Lina.
Right.
Also, that Doom Rubik lane is doing exceptionally well. PL is free farming, but Doom is also keeping tabs pretty close on the farm levels.
Nightmare stealing damage now. 343 going down to the passive. Needs another hit. They find him.
Barely had the vision. Just a sliver of vision through the trees.
You know what build I would love to see from Doom in this game? Vlad's into Crimson Guard. And PL at Brewmaster will not do anything. No physical damage.
Oh, Z-Freak. He's going to get pummeled here. Good spike carapace from 343. That might keep Z-Freak alive, actually. And the Nature's Prophet will get out. Afterwards, he can TP back into this if he wants to, as coCo is going to just continue to try and assert dominance in this lane. Miracle so far, though, has had a very good time for himself. 32-4.
Yeah. Do you not want to pipe on the Doom? BKB is going to be enough. I guess BKB is for Razor and
When you go
DK
all in
with
with this damage mitigation.
All right. And with a Crimson and a Fade Bolt, PL literally is going to do no damage.
Dude, coCo is just standing there under the tower trying to keep that catapult alive. But you can see right here that 343 recognizing we have to kill this catapult. This is such a big play for him. Like, this is amazing. You pull the creep wave away. They don't get that pressure onto the tier 1. It still stands. This is perfect.
It does mean that there's like 2.5 waves coming to your tower now, though.
Yeah. But they have heroes in the area at least, and it won't be a catapult wave. But yeah, this could be a little bit problematic afterwards.
Their move down to bottom gets spotted. Z-Freak gets spotted. They know where Death is. And I believe they've also seen Lina go back into the jungle. They'll definitely see her coming in now.
Yeah. It's only level 4 on Brew, but Armel is going to get some pressure there onto the mid lane.
That's a DK for you. You leave the lane for 30 seconds, your tower gets ripped to shreds.
I love the build on Razor. He adjusted. It's not a mid-Razor. Phase boots, extra wind lace, and he will upgrade it to drums for some extra movement speed, chase potential. Even when Brewmaster uses Drunken Brawler, he can't get away from him.
So we all knew this was coming. 343 lives just on a sliver of health there as Miracle able to keep the creeps off of the tower, and coCo going to rotate back in afterwards as Miracle tries to clear up these creeps. He's able to get the Doppelganger off. The walkaway comes out, and it looks like they're going to be able to save their tower yet again, in spite of that big creep wave.
But now they've shown 3 heroes top. Razor gets to pressure that bottom tier 1. Forces the Brewmaster behind his own tower.
Yeah, and Lina is forced to go back to the mid lane because Dragon Knight has double damage and the Dragon form.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So 3,000 gold lead for TNC just off of movement, it feels like, sort of. And this Razor getting so much space and just dominating that Brewmaster, who right now is below the Rubik in terms of CS. I mean, Death has gotten levels, but he is broke as a joke.
Can't really fall back in jungle either. He needs to keep that tower alive.
Z-Freak gets the TP out. Limp makes the rotation.
I think best case scenario, Limp kills a Bane and then goes back to mid lane, right? Because I don't think Cuckoo and Tims are going to stick around and die.
Oh. Maybe Cuckoo DCs and then they can find the kill.
Ooh.
And Pale? Okay, that's a good connection. Light Strike, Ray, Laguna Blade, they get the kill.
Nice stun from 343. I was really worried, like, with no setup stun. 343 would struggle, but that's beautiful stuff.
And Miracle steals the kill. Perfect.
Dragonite, he has Radiance queued up. Even extra damage mitigation from that Mess Chance. Z-Freak.
Well, he's hiding.
Oh, the dot.
Gets the kill. And now they also find their man, 343. Does have enough for Spiked Carapace afterwards, but don't think he's going to be living through this one as the chase comes. They get the Brain Sap kill, and now Tower in their sights. It's going to go down. Well, no, top lane.
Top lane, Miracle could be in trouble. Has 15 stick charges.
Tries to live, and we'll make it happen.
Level 3 Scorched Earth.
So TNC do take that mid-tier 1 tower, but coL were able to get 3 bounty runes. And now they find Cuckoo, trying to take him down. The Doom comes out, and that's going to force Limp back, actually. Miracle's very low on HP. The Brain Sap and the rundown, although he's going to get the Phantom Rush off.
Well, he could have killed Phantom Lancer there.
Yeah, had he gone for just the Doom on the PL. Oh, Z-Freak.
The Doom's too big to get out of the Sprout.
Does Z-Freak have TP? Yes, he does.
Yeah. He's got 2
Double
rounds of TP. Well, so far so good for TNC. So what is the timing that they're going to try and look for in this game, do you guys think? Is there like a certain set of items where you just get up and go? Or?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time, all the time. Just keep going.
They can keep fighting. They don't have any big ulti cooldowns besides
DK ulti.
Doom and DK ulti, but they can play around it. I think Dragonite form is more important early on than the Doom, just to pressure the towers. And Dragonite will be more active, has that Radiance queued up, which I just mentioned. It's great against the Brewlings. It's great against the Phantom Lancer illusions.
Dire's top tower.
You like it when people go all in on things, and going Radiance with this damage mitigation really is going all in on it.
Oh, they found Z-Freak.
Well, the Plasma Field hit him. I don't know if they actually saw him, though.
Maybe they think he has TP.
Yeah.
This time he doesn't.
No.
Hey, you. Come on.
Oh my god.
Super close.
Yeah, he just barely gets out of there. And they will take that tower.
Bit of space for Death and Miracle down bottom, though. Trying to play that mirror movement.
We still didn't see Split being used. They need to use it, but the Brewmaster and the Miracle need to be on different lanes just to take away pressure from Miracle so he can farm and maybe grab a tower, but they're not going to even defend this one.
Yeah, that was good too. I mean, Doppelganger down bottom. As soon as Miracle sees that they aren't TPing because 343 was scouting him, and then they can see that nobody's TPing afterwards because the trees are dead. Yeah, really heads up play there by coL as well, but it's still TNC who are holding on to that lead of about 4,000.
And the one big difference for me is that Complexity, yes, get that bottom tower, but TNC get the tower and ward deep in the jungle, so they get the bonus.
The scan connects. They know something is up. They're already falling back to their tower.
So we have 2 deep wards on Dire side jungle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
343. Spots that. I mean, they see everybody here, but what can you really do against this? This is a hard fight to take unless they can get him afterwards as DK form is wearing off. But it feels like Death and Miracle just want to stick around. So Cuckoo going to TP out, and 343 probably going to see if he can break a TP here. All right, Death TP's back. Looking for that opening now. Armel, he's got to be careful. Impale could come. It's still a hard fight to take in. Yeah, okay, they drop down the Sentry Ward. He walks into vision, and Armel's just going to back out now.
What build is Lina going for?
Has mana
Is that
boots.
Ether Lens? Or is she going to go...
Yeah, it's
so she's
full
got
Ether Lens.
Cast
Yeah.
range, talent plus Ether Lens. It's been a while since, I think the last person I saw do this was like Mickey on Alliance a long while back. But if you go for this build and you still head into the Yules and or the Shadowblade, your initiation range is like the old Lina.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculously long. So you're able to catch people out of fog very nicely. And against heroes like Razor and DK, if you're the one that can actually catch them and blow them up or put them within kill threshold for your PL or Brewmaster to actually finish them off, it's super safe for the Lina.
It's good. You just said all the good sides about it, but I'm gonna say some downsides because you need to scale as a hero. Since you have a Brewmaster, I'm not sure that he's gonna scale. He's so far away from getting any items, and you're basically relying on Phantom Lancer to carry the game for you.
Does this mean, though, that it's going to be the Lina going for like the spell amp and all of the spell damage
with the Axe build, most likely, yeah.
Because that's the thing that I kind of agree with, where it's like it's all of the right-click damage coming from that PL.
But if you know that TNC have this Fade Bolt, Radiance, Crimson Guard, all this stuff, I feel like Lina kind of has to get that, big dump of damage into someone to get the numbers advantage for them.
Ags Refresher, is that what you're saying here?
Something like that, yeah.
I
think definitely the Ags.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Poor old Tim's gets caught, and just one Laguna comes out there and blows him up.
Bounty runes, though.
I will say that's going to make this game a lot more entertaining. Just seeing people get completely torn up by Laguna Blades. Big fan of that.
Man, Rubik has Ether Lens strength. What? Really? Did I see that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Damn.
You're correct, Gary.
How is he so... It's 4K net worth. Tim's. Comparatively to Nature's Z-Freak is down in the dump, 1700.
He's playing position 5 this game.
Yeah. He just knows the hero better, I guess, than 343. The Fusel Blade is finished on Phantom Lancer, but he still can't take any fight right now because he's extremely squishy, 1200 HP.
Where do I go? Where do I go?
Yeah, that was not going to work. That was never going to work. And now they're actually going to steal away Spike Carapace too, which sets this up, and they're going to find the real PL doomed, killed off TNC.
Yep.
Everything clicks into place. The Rod of Atos there from Razor, the Rubik.
Can't use Doppelganger anymore out of Rod of Atos. And the Dragonite is getting closer to Radiance. They also have a good Roche lineup, a lot of sustain with Dragonite and Doom. And this is the timing that they will try to put more pressure. There's still Tier 1 tower on the bottom, Tier 2 as well. Dragonite already pushing Tier 2 on a mid with the Catapult.
And we have still yet to see Primal Split. Brewmaster's working on that Hand of Midas still.
Yeah, the thing is, someone
Limp's
needs
getting
to make
pinched
a
by
move.
AU.
They
Such
get
a nice move.
The ward that's up there on the high ground, 343 trying to play interference, but he's just going to die.
That's fine. As long as 343 dies and not Limp,
Split?
Yeah.
coL's super happy.
That's
if they can
not a good
Cyclone
split.
the Doom, maybe they can catch up with the Lina.
This could be pretty big.
Where's Lina? Where's Limp? He's pushing Wave. He's miles away.
Although they do have Miracle in the area and going to start to burn through his mana, so this should be enough to be able to take down Cuckoo.
That's decent. That's decent. They defend their mid-tier 2, which is the most important thing, not losing that map objective so they can actually pivot from it into Roshan.
And Lacoste, you talked about the item build for the Doom that you wanted to see. You ended up going back for the Midas instead. And that's normally a situation where you would need the Lina to kill, but because he just doesn't have that armor, he's not really that big of an issue.
Yeah, I still feel he needs... Vlad's probably gonna get Blink Dagger soon, but with Hand of Midas, his items are gonna start to pile up. He also wants to get himself till that level 15, even more gold, but there it is.
All right.
Is that a Yasha for... Like, Razor so far.
Yep.
8.9k net worth.
Doom
Drums,
just queued up
Atos,
Vanguard, sorry, Gary.
and a Yasha done. Was it Doom's got Vanguard queued? Nice.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
Yeah. Bottom lane. They're sort of getting set up right now onto this Razor. If they could take down Gabby, it's really tough. And 343 decides that he wanted to go for the courier, and now in a little bit of trouble. Limp trying to run away, but Gabby's stealing all of his damage, and 343 is there, but a bit too late. Does find the break, and then also going to be able to get the catch. It's not enough damage though. He stole too much on Gabby. Limp isn't going to find the kill. Gabby steals away 220 damage.
Yep. Also a good save.
The courier.
From the Nightmare. Infused Raindrops also keeping him alive.
442 move speed on the Razor, by the way.
Without phase boots.
Without using phase boots, exactly.
And that's that moment where if they both pile in on the Razor before he gets the link off, he dies.
The thing is, the Nyx Assassin stacked the Carapace and the stun.
Tough stuff. Really close there.
Is under attack.
The build I like to see on Nyx Assassin when playing position 4 is you max out Carapace instead of maxing stun, because it scales so much better, lowers the cooldown by 10 seconds, and the stun duration doubles.
And Gabby continues his hunting and will find himself yet another kill on this Nature's Prophet. PL going to die as well. Death also being body blocked now by Cuckoo. Cuckoo has no movement speed, but they're going to finally get the phase boots through.
Infernal Blade, CD?
Finds the catch. We'll have it in one.
Oh, it's only level 2.
But they've got 4 heroes here. They can catch Death.
Oh, and the Impale, Arcane Supremacy working beautifully as they'll have the lift up. A good Light Strike array to follow might be enough, but this Radiance Burn and everything else is all too much.
The Dragon
It's better
Tail was
that
there
he
just in
dies.
time.
Instead of using a split and not doing anything with it. It's falling apart for complexity. This Phantom Lancer needs 2 more items to fight. He needs either S and Y to get some status resistance against all these stuns and Arcane Supremacy. And he also needs a tanking item, either Heart or Satanic, because he can't fight right now. Also, Brewmaster, he's involved in one of the kills 20 minutes in.
But I think you also need Manta to deal with Atos, right? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
you can't, he needs so much. Like, everything in this game right now from Miracle. And this is kind of...
Honestly, Rubik is becoming a big problem right now.
Yeah.
Tim's is getting huge. Glimmercape is there. He's got that Ether Lens, but the fact that he's stealing Lena's abilities and turning them around, like Nyx's abilities as well, landing big, Impales, Dragon's Blades getting stolen, and Complexity, they're just not ready for that additional amount of lockdown or even just raw nuke damage.
So he has taken maxed out Arcane Supremacy on Rubik as that second one. And so you've got this Nyx Impale that's already 2.8 naturally, and then that gets improved as well by, you know, the 44%. It's like... Oh man, see those odds as well. 12-1, looking rough.
Dire are scanning.
And now we start to get into the period of the game where TNC are getting close to BKBs.
Right.
Once they have them, it might just be lights out for Complexity.
Radiant's top tower is
And
under
Limp
attack.
went back for the after Aether Lens Boots of Travel build, realizing that they can't just take straight up fights. They need to be playing together with the Nyx Assassin to find the kills. That's his only route really to make it happen.
He has to play hit and run.
Yeah.
They can't clash head to head at all. You just look at how tanky TNC are as well.
Brewmaster, mid lane, Glimmercape.
Found their man. Death tries to run. Good Impale to interrupt, and Cuckoo gonna stun himself with that Spike Carapace coming through from 4-3. So they keep alive their Brew at least. They need more time.
And he gets to use his Hand of Midas.
Hey.
He's not dead while it comes off cooldown.
I mean, they have the tools. I'm just trying to stay positive right now.
Yeah.
Tools to come back into the game. Phantom Lancer is the ultimate late game hero. Brewmaster now is level 13, getting closer to Radiance.
But
Not sure if Radiance is going to be effective because everyone will have a BKB.
in the next 2 minutes, we've got double BKB on TNC plus Roshan. And I don't think coL can fight into Roshan. And I don't know if they can fight against Aegis double BKB.
You know.
Crimson Guard ready as well.
You know they can't. Let's be real there. Gabby comes in, clears out the Prophet trees, which is something nice at least. You know, you've got the split pushing potential coming from Z-Freak, so he's starting to get a little bit more farm for himself, and will at least be able to pressure somewhat around the map. But TNC are on the hunt yet again. Rubik had stolen Clap in that last fight. They spot out Z-Freak maybe on that ward up on the high ground. Might not have.
I mean, Z-Freak going for Necro Book instead of Vlad's. Pretty indicative of the way that coL think this game is going. They're just going to go for split push, drag out the game, split, and push out the side lanes as best they can.
And this is
so far,
good.
they're doing a good job, yeah.
Like, Death takes this bottom tier 2 tower. That's huge. That's so much gold that they need.
I feel like TNC should try to force a fight in the Roche pit, but lanes need to be in a good position.
The trouble is they've taken all of the objectives apart from bottom tier 2, right? They don't have anything to collapse on apart from that one tower down bottom, which is away from the Roshan pit.
Right. So Manta style done for PL. coL gonna smoke up again towards the mid lane, waiting for somebody to come and try and farm this side of the map. But like you're saying, force the fight at Roche or force them to try and find something else elsewhere.
And they know next assassin is here. Bane, cute little play, put the sentry ward down, hide himself with the shadow amulet. That's gonna be a kill.
Well done by AU.
Vendetta stolen by Tims. Where does he go? Let's follow him.
He doesn't need Vendetta. He has a shadow amulet and Glimmer Cape.
Hey-o. He's just chilling. Yeah, and Limp's gonna push this out. They know they can't fight around Roche yet. They're just gonna try and get set up for a high ground defense. BKBs will be there for TNC by the time the pressure comes for tier 2 and high ground. And what will Complexity have at that point? How do they deal with this?
Radiant's Brew is nearly up.
Okay.
It's only like 1,000 gold away.
If you can get that in time.
If it was Spectre, you wouldn't say that it's nearly up. 1,000 gold is really far away.
He's got Midas, though. Brewmaster.
Sell the Midas quick.
No! Don't do that. Definitely not.
He's getting there. It looks like TNC are going to play the safer route and go for the tier 2 first and then probably push through bottom. And high ground Siege, you've got level 18 on DK. He has that BKB 10 seconds ready and a Blink Dagger, which is about to be picked up.
How much damage does Lina do right now? Like
none.
Like 1,200 or something? Like in one burst. How much can she do in one burst?
She doesn't have 18 yet. She needs just a couple hundred more experience to finish it off.
She went for LSA, damage talent. But this build is not a fighting build. He's just trying to split push as much as possible. BOTs, hiding with the Blink Dagger, buying time. Same goes for next assassin. It doesn't matter if he dies. He's just scouting out what they're doing.
Ideally, as Alina, you want to blow up one of the cores, but I don't see them.
Oh, Tims? Doppelganger walking in. They're TPing in with everybody. Miracle, they know which one is the real one. Cuckoo's moving in as well. He has the Doom available. The break, the lift, the catch, and the Doom on to Miracle, who is going to drop. And, well, Cuckoo giving him the business.
Animation cancel. Vendetta, Rubik. So patient from Tims as well, waiting for the Manta to get used, knowing that Miracle's going to be that little bit greedier to push out the waves. Holding that telekinesis for as long as possible.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But yeah, I don't think the Lina has any good targets to actually go on and throw her spells in.
Yeah, but I'm not even sure about this build. She's not going to scale at all. Blink Dagger, BOT's Lance, and now working towards Lincoln Sphere. This is kind of a Merlini build. Hand of Midas, Boots of Travel, Blink.
Oh no. Down bottom, Brewmaster, he does finish off his Radiance at least. But that means he won't have buyback.
Tower is under attack.
And we get the classic ping there from, well, it's not actually Garrett, it's Lacoste.
I just wanted to see how much time he has left on that double damage.
Well, and he is going to get stunned from very far away.
The Russian caster's getting involved as well.
Yeah.
Teamwork, we love it.
It's a good bit of damage down there bottom, though. That was nice. So, you know, as bad as it looked right there, losing the Prophet. Oh, Z-Freak. Rip. No Sprout for him.
This still isn't that bad.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is like, even losing the PL, it bought more time for the Brew to finish his Radiance. Like, TNC aren't finishing this game right now, which I think is only a good thing for coL. Like, they're getting into some of these items that allow them to fight, and TNC hasn't broken into that next set of items after the BKBs.
They want to finish this game. Razor queued up Aghanim Scepter, went for minus Eye of the Storm Strike interval cooldown, and it's looking good. 11,000 network lead for them. They just need to keep the lanes pushed out.
Exactly. Like, it gets frustrating over time when the momentum of the map is always ebbing, right? It's always coming towards you. Both of the side lanes are pushed out, which is something that Complexity have done really well in the past 10 minutes or so. TNC need to make that kind of one concerted effort, that one big push to collapse onto a tier 3. Are they going to get Miracle again?
I think he knows what's going on right now, and he needs to get the heck out of here. TP away. He found the spot where there's nobody. He actually just gets out.
That one place where there's no way to get in. Oh, blinked incorrectly.
See,
unfortunately.
This is not a great fight for TNC, though. I don't think they should chase this anymore. Yeah, this is the thing about it. Like, there's so much time being bought that they're actually going to lose the Aegis.
Look at Z-Freak.
Yeah.
You nuisance. You're a pest.
This is what he does. Like, this is perfect for complexity in a lot of ways. Like, TNC have the 10,000 gold lead, but they need to push with this creep wave down bottom, I think.
coL are playing as if they have a Naga without having a Naga. They're just cutting waves, split pushing, drawing the game out so Phantom Lancer gets to level 25, which is what they need to win.
Yeah, see, they're pinging this lane. They feel like they really need to pressure this. But the creep wave might die before they can get there in time.
Yeah, look at their positioning from Z-Freak, from Limp. They're just in the jungle, staying in the trees.
And look
This
at
is
that.
so frustrating.
All right, so they're pressuring with this creep wave. coL actually weren't able to get it all.
Gone.
This is Danger Town, and TNC, the glyph is going to be used to try and keep this creep wave alive, but it's going to be gone now. Impale comes out as well, connects onto the Razor. Armel jumps forward, is going to find that stun, but stunned in turn by the Light Strike Array. Armel starting to drop down lower and lower. They take down 343, does not have buyback, but that's BKB pop.
There's no creeps now.
And top lane, they still have the Doom there, so they don't bring in the rest of TNC for this pressure. They get the tower nonetheless.
This is the real guerrilla warfare tactics from complexity.
What on earth?
Phantom Lancer needs to be out of the base. He needs to farm more aggressively on the other side where either Lina or Nature's Prophet is putting a pressure. So,
well, and again, it's not as if like coL are now winning, but they've bought themselves more time for that like next Roche fight. That to me feels like it's going to be probably one of the bigger turning points in this game. If TNC get it cleanly, they can probably go high ground. If coL are able to put up a fight and get any type of a trade, they're going to be feeling good about themselves.
The scary thing is, though, DK against PL late game isn't clear-cut at all.
Right.
Like, Dragon Knight in his level 3 ulti form actually does pretty well against Phantom Lancer.
Well, they will find and punish Z-Freak here, who spawned a little bit of gold for them. But the other danger thing now is that Rubik has teleport. So Tim's tries to TP in from behind, but Limp able to get the blink away. And do they get him in time? Moving over.
Lincoln.
Wasn't quite expecting that one.
if he had Helm of the Dominator,
Wait a minute,
to
but
take
down
that
bottom,
Centaur.
they show up on the other side. They're going to find the DK and take him down. Armel BKBs to try and escape. It's not happening.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
These are huge plays. And TNC, you can see, are just so frustrated right now at this game. I mean, they're still winning, but it's an annoying game to have to play like that.
They're waiting for the next Roshan at the same time as wanting to push high ground, at the same time as being pushed in on both their side lanes and having their waves cut when they are pushing high ground.
So is this the first world problems of Dota? Is that the sort of comparison here? That they're that far ahead that it's, you know, they want to do so many things, or is it actually problematic where you feel like you're at all worried for TNC?
I'm not worried for TNC because they have still a good late game. Dragon Knight will scale. Same goes for Rubik and Razor.
Death gets the ulti off. And now, not so clear cut. The lift up there under Razor. He's still draining damage.
Is this a fight?
It looks like it. At least they take down the Rubik. And, well, the Lincoln Sphere keeps him survivable as well. They will take down Death for Tims. As bottom lane, the pressure continues to mount. They're going to pressure this bottom tier 3 tower. And there is no glyph available. Gabby is going to start to take it down pretty quickly, though.
Imagine coL gets the first tier 3 of the game.
Yeah.
By the way, I mean, what's the HP on it? Like 600? Less?
Let's ping on it real quick.
45.
Yeah, Doom used his ulti on Lina with Lincoln Sphere. He needs to get a different kind of a creep. War Stomp is good, but they don't have good ways of dealing with that Lincoln Sphere, especially if he wants to be the one starting a fight on her.
So 20-7. We're 33 minutes into this game, and it's a heart done for PL. I mean, he's still 5,000 gold behind the Razor, 4,000 gold behind the Dragon Knight.
But he's not easy to handle.
Right.
Unless they find him isolated and know which one's real, he can still run rampant in team fights.
I can't help but think that, like, with AC on DK now and Ags on Razor, the game becomes so much easier for TNC.
to make that one big push.
Right.
Yeah,
Get
it
the
feels like
objective.
they're grouping up for one push where they just want to take a fight or just take the Raxes without taking a fight. Depends what coL decides to do. Razor also has a refresher queued up. I'm not sure if that's the correct play. He can use 2 Aghanim Scepter ultis, 2 BKBs, but if this game drags, he might need a different kind of an item build.
If they're going to pick off here and get Roshan off the back of it, it could be endgame.
This is huge. That's a gem on Nyx Assassin.
Oh, wow.
That's a
Right,
second
it's-
gem.
It's time to scramble all Jets. Complexity needs to push out bot lane as hard as they can, shove out top lane, because the push is coming right now.
Yeah, and the buyback comes from 343 immediately. And what does TNC's
Roshan.
response? Yep, head back. They do need to deal with bottom lane, though, again. This thorn in their side of the Nature's Prophet is just so infuriating, I'm sure. Because that means you also can't go for Roche that safely, right? Like, they need to get somebody else first. And they're going to look for Limp, who's hiding again, just being a woodsman. And as soon as Armel shows up, he's going to back out afterwards. And the back and forth continues.
We didn't have a real clash for, what, 20 minutes?
They force out a glyph mid.
Instructions are
I mean, there's not been a proper team fight this whole game, right? Like a 5v5.
Oh my
right?
God. He's
That's
going to be,
a
he's gonna
long-ass
be
grip.
killed forever. Oh man, he is going to be stunned for a very, very long time. Oh, and he eventually
Level 4
dies.
and feeble.
Yeah. Does eventually end up getting killed there.
And that's without Ether Lens.
Yeah.
That's a real long range. And he's got the talent.
Also has that 40% XP gain now.
Poggies.
Impale? 343 runs away afterwards? What a weird thing to do.
Especially after just buying back, right?
Oh, that really hurts.
Dead for 70 seconds. Push bottom lane, Complexity. Where's Z-Freak? Is Z-Freak going top? He should go cut top wave, I guess.
He has the Meteor Hammer done. Z-Freak knows his life.
Oh, he's going bottom? Okay. That's where he lives. That's his home. Lots
Pressure
of
the
trees.
tower. Oh, and they ping it out. They know that he's going to be down there for a little while.
Commit on the tower. I believe in you.
That they're getting Roche.
Go and meme it. Go on.
Are they going to get the first tier 3 of this game?
There's double catapults, so
Yeah.
honestly.
You know what sucks about this? If they actually left that tier 1 alive in the mid lane, they think that they probably get this, because Glyph was used mid to save the tier 1, and the fact that it went down refreshed the
One
catapult.
more hit.
It's not enough, right?
Yeah.
No.
If they didn't kill the tier 1 mid, they would have gotten that tier 3.
Damn.
Oh my God, the blink in right away. Tim's, oh, and that's gonna end up getting him away, possibly? Z-Freak should be able to TP out of this one in a second. Has it off cooldown? Or do they decide to stick around? Limp shows up, finds the Light Strike Array, finds the kill afterwards, but it looks like they will be getting that gem back. So Z-Freak makes his escape. Gem picked up, Light Strike Array again connects the Complexity. Get out with murder yet again.
No.
Unreal.
Right, what happened with Roshan? Who's got Aegis and cheese?
DK with the Aegis. Where's this cheese? Cheese on Doom.
He's on Doom.
In the backpack, though.
This is what it feels like. It's like Complexity are making all of the right moves, but TNC is just this like railroad train moving down and just gonna barrel over everybody. Like that's what it feels like.
It's
to
like
me.
that kind of barbarian against rogue situation.
Right.
Like the rogue is, dancing around, getting all the little dagger hits in, the barbarian's just lumping forward, not really caring.
Yeah. Well, 23-8 now.
Refresher Orb, Razor,
When does PL become a serious problem?
level 25.
Level 25, item-wise. He's at 4,500 gold in the bank. Is it Butterfly? Is it Scotty?
See, I don't even know, because he still struggles against the Radiance of the DK. So a BKB or an MKB is something that he has to look towards later on in the game. But it's honestly a real difficult choice to make right here, right now.
Probably a Butterfly just to go all in on the damage and try to mitigate some of the right clicks from both Razor and Dragon Knight, even though they have mixed damage, both magical and physical, especially Razor since he hit level 25. Unstable current, 320.
Is there any thought to the Satanic for the status
For
resistance?
the PL, I'm thinking the Shadowblade Nullifier might, or the Bloodthorn Nullifier might be something he looks towards, because that's going to be one of the biggest fight-swinging item builds you can get as Complexity on that PL.
Well, no glyph available on the side of the Radiant, so they can kill off these creeps and then use the glyph on Dire afterwards, since the creep wave was cut bottom. But Armel is already here, taking it down. The Light Strike Ray not going to connect, but they have used the Bruise Split now. Who can they catch? Is the Armel Dragon Knight is actually going to be continued to chase. They have the BKB pop for him. So they got the tier 3 tower.
Where's that creep wave?
And it's gone.
Nature's Prophet's got Treants on it.
Yep.
Cheeky.
And Death gets away as well. So
did we see the PL pick up Helm of Iron Will?
Yeah.
We did, right? Yeah, so he's going to go for that. Stopping one of the cores from popping BKB is going to be massive for him.
yeah.
And the Spirit Vessel is doing a lot of work, just stopping the region, dealing some of the damage to Dragon Knight and Razor, also great against the Doom.
Has fallen.
What a back... It's just a weird back and forth game.
It's a very weird game.
Because it's not as if, one team's winning a team fight and then going back and losing a team fight due to execution or outplays or mistakes. It is just this drastic difference in the way that people are kind of manipulating the map or trying to play as 5 versus playing split push.
Well, it's sort of what we talked about in the draft, right? Was that you have this like a Bane, a Doom, a DK, all these heroes that are like sort of immobile, and then you've got really fast moving. I guess Gabby isn't immobile; he's pretty quick. But you've got like the Nature's Prophet teleport. You've got Lina Boot to travel. All of these ways that they can just outmaneuver TNC.
Dire's top
The opposite of static.
Right.
That should help.
money to burn.
Can we just watch Z-Freak for the rest of the game?
No. The camera would move too much.
Well, he lives bottom lane. He just camps down here.
You can tell Tim's is slowly losing his mind in this game. He's starting to cackle.
It is really annoying to play.
Like, in Counter-Strike or
Against
something,
this.
when you get called out for being a
look at him.
camper, right?
Yeah.
That's what Z-Freak is doing right now.
Yeah. Look at him. He's going to do it again. The Meteor Hammer time.
Go on.
Oh, he needs to wait till the creep wave gets a little closer first. And in the meantime, TNC are just doing their own thing. Limp gets the blink away, tries to escape.
Danger.
They got him. They got their man. And Limp is going to try and escape, but no such luck. They find him. Z-Freak. That was good. I like that. So he's going to pressure now. The creep wave's coming. Limp is going to buy back. All the matter is happening in the mid lane where they're taking the tier 3. And
Do they trade here?
I think that they do. Z-Freak's
my
going to get some amount
God.
here at least. Meteor Hammer
that's
drops.
a bad Meteor Hammer.
Wait a minute. No. They're finding a kill, though. That's going to be a dead Gabby,
my
right? To start
God.
1,000 gold going to 343 of all people. And Limp with this deep double damage.
But PL's dead with no buyback.
Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem.
And if they
now
get death here as well, he's gonna outlast it.
Now they should have Sprouts as well. And gonna try and keep the distance from Cuckoo. Light Strike Ray gonna connect, but Gabby chasing. And after that buyback, that's all that they needed. The Light Strike Ray stolen by
There we
Tims.
go.
They find themselves everybody. And it doesn't matter, they lost the tier 3. TNC is just like, end this game.
Just one
I'm
push.
over.
One push and we're done. Good games, cool.
We knew what was happening, right?
Complexity played their hearts out to stay in the game for 20, 25 minutes longer than really any of us thought they should have.
Right.
And it was an exceptionally well executed style of play.